easier than expected.
Hey, don't jinx us. No need to invite misfortune.
I don't see any stones.
What's happening?
Misfortune.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a game that a lot of people are talking about. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, and of course it also came to the Game Pass for Xbox, and people played the ever-loving crap out of it, and a lot of people are putting this game on a pedestal, calling it the best game of the year, their personal game of the year, which is awesome. Each to their own, absolutely. Of course, being a JRPG enthusiast, turn-based and all that, I mean, I'm an old crusty gamer, turn-based JRPGs and RPGs are my jam. I was like, fine, whatever. So I did grab the game. Now, I didn't pick it up, and it's, in my opinion, very sensibly priced, $41.99 here in the UK on Steam. That is what all games should be, including big-ass AAA games. That's how much they should be, in my opinion. And I picked it up for about 26 quid on CD keys, so I mean, I paid almost in game terms next to nothing for the game. Now, I'm not going to go too much in depth into what the game actually is or does, as of course if you're probably watching this video you probably already know that, as everyone's been talking about this game. But it's a turn-based RPG with some real time where you can jump, you can dodge and you can parry attacks, and it's based in a sort of fantasy-esque French-inspired environment where you play as Expedition 33, which is a group of special individuals who go off on expedition to kill the paintress, basically, which is a big evil, and she paints death. It's a very weird game, okay? It's very, very weird, very strange. However, I do like the art design, world design, and general mythos, although it did take me a good while to get into the game, because obviously it starts off weird. I didn't like the forced tutorials at the beginning of the game. I hate forced tutorials in everything, not just in this game specifically, and I want to get it out there off the bat. This is not a video of me trying to go against the grain and bash the game. Absolutely not. I think what the studio here has done, I think they're ex-members of Ubisoft, and they're Sandfall Interactive, and the game was published by Kepler Interactive, and apparently it's a studio of 30 people. And what they managed to do here is very, very good. It is a very good game. I do think, however, though, the game is being overly hyped, and I think there's a whole lot of what the younger generation use as glazing going on, especially on Steam, because they seem to be describing a game that they've never seen before, never played before, and all this kind of jazz, when for me personally, I mean, I have not completed Clair Obscur, but I'm a good halfway through the game, and some people are saying it's the best turn-based RPG ever made. Do I think that's the case? Absolutely not. There are so many out there that are fantastic. Clair Obscur, for me personally, doesn't really do anything new to justify it being this absolutely godlike game. Now, don't get me wrong, the game's a complete package. There is a deluxe edition you can get and whatnot, and I do really enjoy the gameplay, the story. The characters are pretty cool. They're very well written and very, very well voice acted as well, which is cool. The music is really good, and like I said, I really enjoy the world design and art design, and I think some of the writing as well is quite funny and pretty witty and very heartfelt at times, which is cool. But it's just another good turn-based RPG for me personally. I don't think it's like as good as these people are saying, but it's still a very good game, and one that I will happily play through again one day, and just try and 100% it, because I do hear that the game's got a pretty meaty end game. But just from what I've played, I felt a little gaslighted into like I was going to be playing something incredible. Now I'm playing it on PC on Steam, and the game is very, very well optimized. You can adjust the settings and it actually works, and this is how Monster Hunter Wilds should be, because Monster Hunter Wilds is so horrifically optimized, and Capcom have had no updates to it whatsoever in terms of optimization. The game still runs like shite and looks like shite for the most part, and it doesn't have to. And unfortunately, because of the performance, I stopped playing Wilds a long time ago. However, I was pleasantly surprised here with Expedition 33, and that it actually runs the way it's supposed to. And like I said, it is a very good game. I do really enjoy it. I do like all the different mechanics with the combat. Again, it's not really new. It's being called revolutionary, new evolution of turn-based, when this kind of thing has been done before. Maybe not with all this together, but Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a melting pot of a lot of ideas that have been in RPGs and JRPGs over the last 35-40 years and put into a one game, which is obviously not a JRPG, but still runs along the same course line. Is it definitely worth picking up and playing if you're a fan of RPGs and turn-based combat? Absolutely. Support the small developer. Thank you, Windows. Support the small developer. It is a very good game, if a little weird. Does not mean it's going to be for everybody, but I just wanted to give you a bit more of a grounded sort of just a very small snippet of an opinion on the game. Like I said, I haven't completed it yet. I will have a review for the game once I have beaten it, but for the time being, after playing through about half of it, it's good. It's very good. It's very challenging in parts as well, especially with some of the bosses and some of the side bosses that you can fight. They can just one-shot you, and if you do not have their timings down for parrying and dodging and jumping, you will be annihilated. And it's fun for the most part, but sometimes, and just sometimes with some bosses, combat can go on for so long because you can only do certain things at certain, like, obviously there are different weaknesses. There's elemental effects, and some enemies are weak to certain elements, but because of the whole parrying system and dodging system, and the enemies can also put shields upon themselves as well, it can sometimes elongate even the smallest of battles. And that doesn't do it for me personally. That does not mean the game is bad. I want to point that out. I'm not a game journalist. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I am a video game enthusiast. I'm a video game fan with a YouTube channel, and that's just my opinion. I am not telling you how it is for everyone or for you. I'm just letting you know how it is for me, and you can take that and do what you will with it. But please, I am not bashing the game. I think it's really good, but that's as far as it goes. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's amazing. I may change my mind when I complete the game, of course, but so far, halfway through it, it's good. It's very, very good. I'm enjoying it. It's a very good game, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the game just being very good. But please, obviously make an educated opinion yourself. And if you are a fan of this game and one of the people that have given it an absolutely overwhelmingly positive review on Steam, more power to you. I'm not saying you are wrong at all. I sometimes think that just because this is a smaller developer and they have crafted a very good game in currently an environment where most AAA games for the most part are absolute shit, it just seems better than it is because of that. But again, I might be wrong. I might be speaking out of turn, and I don't mean that at all in the slightest, but that's just what I think. But please let me know what you think down in the comments down below, if you've checked the game out or if this is one that you've been keeping on the sidelines. Like I said, it is on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you can pay it for free. But thank you very much for watching, and yeah, let me know.
The tales are true.
Do you feel something? White hair. Who are you?
Alicia, I told you to stay home. It's not good for you to see this. Yes, I understand. It's her fault, and she doesn't even know it. But you can't be here.
What are you talking about? What's my fault? What is this?
You should never have come. You're only only going to make things worse for everyone.